day 7 today. I did my homework. I added more color to the flowers and also to a couple of leaves over here. So, and today I will start with this flower and add the next layer of color. I already did a little bit of testing over here. I'll show you. And this is the color I am using, Rose Carmine. And I'm starting in the center of the flower with a light touch, and then I allow the color to fade into the light orange that was already there. So let's see what the result is. Okay, this is not the end result, but this is okay. Eventually I want these larger flowers to make a connection between the oranges in the bottom of the drawing. So I need to think about which other colors I would like to add to the flowers. So I will do another flower now. Let's do this one in the top left corner and see what the effect is of this color with the blue background. There's a small dot of blue over here. I think I will try to erase it. But you know, erasing always changes the surface of the paper, so I need to be careful with that. I think this is going to work. So I will add this color to the other leaves as well, but I will do that not in this video. That is nice homework. Now this is the bottom of the drawing, and I did some experimenting with adding an ochre, this one, burnt ochre, and I think adding a little bit of ochre over here, and here in the right there it is too, it will help to connect the bottom eventually with the top, because I will add this color over here and over there as well. So let's see what happens if we do that. It sounds like my voice is having a cold. I really don't feel sick, but well, it could be a little bit of hay fever. But it's not a big deal. I already added a little bit of this ochre over here, but I will put down a little bit more. This doesn't show up for you on the video that well, but it's a very light color, a very light, thin layer of color. Now I will use this color to connect the yellow with the blue over here, because now this branch is the border between blue and yellow, and that looks very unnatural. So I will use this ochre on both sides. And I think I will eventually put a little bit of blue on this side as well. So let's take a step back and see what this is doing. It looks a bit grayish, so I think I will eventually add a warmer tone to this area over here to make it look more warm, but that I will do in a later stadium. But this is going very well, I think. And I've started to think about the colors of the butterflies. I'm not sure yet what that should be. Which colors maybe I can color them all in the same colors, or give them all unique colors. I'm not, I don't know yet. I will now use my eraser pencil. It's this one. It's by Faber-Castell. The tip of this pencil is actually an eraser. It is called Perfection. Well, perfection doesn't exist, but it works. I am very careful while using this, because if I press too hard I will damage the paper. Now there is a slight touch of blue left, but I will leave it there, and I will use the pink pencil I used before, the Rose Carmine. So, and when I add more colors, because I think there will be a little bit more color here and there, then I can mask that little blue dot. Now I will add a little bit more color to these flowers. I already did a little bit of testing, and I'm using this one, Meda. It is a red pencil, but if you compare it to other red pencils, there is a little bit of pink in it, and that is why I chose this one. Now this is happening to me all the time. I think it is normal. While coloring the first flower, I need to find my way. Now when I'm coloring the second one, I think this one is much more promising than this one. And then what happens most of the time with me, when coloring the other two, I tend to be not concentrated enough, and then I might ruin number 3 or number 4. So I will try to stay focused. I'm trying very hard not to rush anything. Now I think I will take that eraser pencil and remove a little bit of color over here. Look. Just a very light touch. Now this is nice. Yeah, this is really nice. So I will do the other bells as well. They remind me of bluebells, but I don't want to make them blue. I am now going to add some more color to the branches. I'm using one of my favorite colors, yellow-green, from the Bruinzeel series. If you are interested in the Bruinzeel pencils, it can be very hard to get them because they are not available everywhere. But there are so many good quality pencils, or that's not really, well, there are more good quality pencils than you might think, I guess. Because of course you have the professional pencils. Faber-Castell Polychromos are considered to be professional. And of course the Caran d'Ache Luminance, Caran d'Ache Pablo, Prismacolor Premier, and Derwent has some pretty good pencils as well. And Bruinzeel too, but the problem is if the pencils do not fit your hand, then the most expensive pencil may not give you what you want. And I had the opportunity to color with other more less expensive pencils that work very well also. So if you do not want to spend too much money, just go to an art store or to a store where they sell office supplies and just test those pencils. I never bought pencils untested. So when I buy pencils, I always ask the store to allow me to test the pencils in the store. I never buy anything online without having tested them. So as you can see, I'm just adding this yellow-green to the branches. I have some pencils on my wish list. I would love to make a review about them. For example, I would love to make a review about the colors, the Prismacolor Premiers, because so much has been said about them, and well, I'm just wondering what of this is true and what is not. But it is hard to get them in the Netherlands. and I could buy them in the US, but shipping them here is pretty expensive. So I think those Prismacolors need to wait until I go to the US, and I'm pretty sure that will eventually happen. My husband and I have been traveling the US for 4 times now. We love the national parks, and maybe we may go next year, maybe. Another pencil brand I'm very curious about is the Tombow Erogeton. And I am very curious about the colors because they are so different. And I would love to try those very light colors in that set. And the colors are a little bit muted, and I love that. So I would love to make a review about them and use them in my drawings. But I will not buy a set without knowing anything about them. And there is no store in the Netherlands, as far as I know, where I can go to and test them. So let's take a step back again, and well, I added this yellow-green, and we are definitely getting somewhere. This is going to look very nice. I will now add a little bit more cobalt green to the background. This is a greenish blue, bluish green. I'm still thinking about adding some sort of landscape in the background. I don't know if I have the nerve to do it, but this bluish green is a first step towards that. Okay, this could be working. So this is it so far. I hope you liked it, and next time we will move on, and see you soon. Bye bye.